Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Yes, this is a very cool day for Parks and Recreation and the City of Columbia. This is very cool. This is something new that we're doing. Um, my name is Kenya Bryant. I am the interim director of the Parks and Recreation Department here at the City of Columbia. And I want to welcome you to beautiful St. Anna's Park. This is a really nice park, isn't it, y'all? Yeah. First, let me thank Mayor Rickerman, Councilman McDowell, Councilman Bailey, and Assistant Manager Henry Simons, and also I believe Ms. Wilson, the City Manager, will be arriving too, for being here to support us today in this great endeavor. And I want to thank all these kids for being here. Give them a round of applause, y'all. Thank you. Yeah. I'm here today to talk about the purpose of why we're here. We are launching what we call the Park and Play Recreation Van. And the idea for this van came a few years ago, actually, when the City of Columbia, we experienced a high number of violent crimes within the community, especially with our youth. And one question that we received and we asked of ourselves was, what can we do about it? And the city has put together a number of initiatives to combat crime and violence in our community. I'm sure Mayor Rickman will speak about that. But from a Parks and Recreation perspective, we did a number of things. We started some enrichment programs, which are free after-school and summer camp programs for our kids. We also put together primetime teen events during the summer. These are free events for the teens. We also have free teen retreats during the spring and during the summer for our teens from 13 to 17-year-olds, because you know that group is a hard group to tap into. But all these programs require one thing. You have to actually come to our recreation centers. You have to be close to our recreation centers. You have to be able to travel to our recreation centers. And so we thought to ourselves, what do we do if people aren't able to do that? What if they don't have access? What if they don't have the transportation? They can't afford our summer camps or our after-school camps, which I think are the most affordable in the state right now. But they don't have access to our parks. What do? That's the Parks and Play Recreation Van. That's why we have it today. And we are going to be very intentional with this van. We're going to use this van for the communities that are underserved, that do not have access to our parks. It's not for birthday parties and things of that nature. We are going to the people that need it. We're going to the communities that need it. Even communities like here at Oak St. Anna's, even though there's a park here, they may not have structured activities. So we want to bring our staff here, get them out of the buildings to engage with the community, engage with these kids, engage with these families, and show them how to give back. And that's why we have this van today. We've already spoken with 3 different properties, the Oaks at St. Anna's, Gable Oaks, and also the Colony Apartments. We've already spoken with the property managers, and we're going to have a schedule with them where we're going to go out at least once a week to those properties from 3:30 to 5 after school and just play with those kids, recreate with those kids. And we're utilizing our staff, and the staff in the green shirts, if y'all can raise your hands, please, in the green shirts. Staff in the green shirts. There you go. These are the guys and women that are going to be coming out and working with the kids and playing with the kids and being an inspiration to the kids, because these kids want to give back to the community the same way that our staff is doing right now. We are also partnering with the Columbia Police Department and their Police Athletic League. They're going to be coming out with us, along with Humana, who's providing refreshments today. Thank you, Christine. Thank you, Chris. Appreciate that. They're going to be volunteering as well and working with the kids and the families as we go through this whole process. So the microphone's not on, man. All right. So at this point, we are going to be doing what we call a test drive. We're just going to focus on these 3 communities for right now, going out once a week. And once we get the kinks out and realize, what works and what doesn't work, we'll increase the amount of properties that we visit, and so that we'll be ready for the summer to really roll this thing out. Again, I want to thank you all for being here, and now we're going to have our Honorable Mayor Rickerman to come up and give a few remarks.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome. So glad that you're here today as we celebrate this Park and Play. What a great investment that we're doing and continuing to make our commitment to our communities. And I think this is a great opportunity for this to cross over as our departments work together. We have our Director of Neighborhood Safety and Engagement, Dr. Forum here, who also will be working close in hand with our Parks and Rec staff here, because this is part of our overall strategy to address youth violence and how we can work together by bringing activities and opportunities to all neighborhoods without anybody feeling left out. And having a structured outdoor activities and folks working together are so important. Our director of parks is so comprehensive that he pretty much said everything that the rest of us probably want to say all here in the beginning. But we wanted to thank you. Thank you, number one, for your everybody being here, especially you young folks being involved and being part of this. You know, we have this beautiful day today, but we want every day to be beautiful like that in the city of Columbia, so that you can have these opportunities and take advantage of getting to know each other, getting outside, socializing, getting exercise, leading healthy lives, so you can be the next mayor or the next police chief or the next fire chief or the next president. You never know who you're sitting next to here. So with that, I want to pass on the mic to our council member, who is the council member from this district, Reverend Ed McDowell Jr.
I may not need a mic, perhaps just use my preaching voice. I want to say a word of thanks to Henry Simon and members of Parks and Recreation for this initial initiative. Very forthright, very genuine, that will take place in our communities. Thank you so very much for initiating this process. District 2, aren't you proud that we live in a district that is initiating an emphasis within our city that will promote creativity, that will promote problem-solving skills, that will promote the kinds of activities that will lead to better life living? Our city's priority, and yet its mission, is to make sure that students, children, are invested in such a way that they can have activities that are enhancing growth, development, and lead the kinds of life that is necessary for this city. Isn't it great to be in District 2? Amen. Clap your hands. Amen. Isn't it great to launch this activity? And as Brother Kenya has said, there are several other places that will promote this kind of activity within our city. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of God's creative, redeeming community. And thank you for all that are here. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Councilman McDowell. Come on, let's give our mayor, Councilman McDowell, another hand. I want to thank Kenya Bryan. I want to thank all of our team members, our deputy directors that are here, our superintendents, our assistant superintendents, for their passion and desire to see this initiative come to life. I remember growing up, we didn't have a park and play van. We didn't have recreation to come to us. We had to walk, we had to catch a ride, we had to do different things to get to a destination where we can play. But today is different. We can come to you and we can recreate and we can build relationships. And I am so thankful for this initiative and all the work that has been done to make this happen. So let's give the entire team a round of applause, please. We're not going to get distracted by the microphone. So we are very grateful for this endeavor. And I also want to thank Councilman Bailey for being here as well. We want to thank our city manager, Teresa Wilson. She is on the way. She will be engaging with you as we continue. But we are in a great space in terms of our recreation and in terms of what we're trying to accomplish in the community. And as what Mayor Rickman has shared about our Dr. Trayvon Fordham, the Director of Engagement, Neighborhood Engagement and Safety, will be partnering with us as well. So we're super excited about all the initiatives that have come forth, and we're grateful. So thank you all so much for being here, and I'm going to turn it back over to Kenya Bryant for closing remarks.
Thank you all. I really want to thank our staff for being here, especially the staff that's going to be working on this initiative, and really let you know that what you're going to be doing is very important. You know, being engaged, being present, and being an inspiration to our youth is going to be very important with this project. Thank you. Now let's have some fun. Kids, we have stations set up for you all throughout the park. We have some goodie bags over here for you, and there's some snacks available. So thank you all. Let's have a good time.